Hey guys, hi. Can everybody hear me? Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. I love that her Twitch is like a little hidden secret. Me too. It's perfect. I love having a small chat because if things go too quickly, it's overwhelming and I don't want people to think that I'm like ignoring them. So it's perfect. Hi, Apple Bottom Jazz, Christy T, Aaron, Halfman R, welcome for the first time. Very exciting. Saporific hello. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, guys. So I just dropped Eddie off at daycare. I have to go pick him up at 3, which for me is in an hour and a half is when I have to leave. So we've got an hour and a half, if all goes well, we've got an hour and a half of Animal Crossing ahead of us. Maybe something else if you guys get bored. But yeah, my mom really rescued me the past couple of days because my car was out of commission, and so I had to be like, Mom, can you please come in the morning, drive to my place, drop Eddie off, go pick him up, drop him back off at my place. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much. I always feel so guilty asking for stuff like that, but I feel like one of my love languages must be acts of service, because whenever anybody does anything like that for me, I'm just like, oh, you really do love me. Like, it just makes me feel like so special, and I appreciate them so much. Like whenever somebody drives me to the airport, it's like the best thing ever. Anyway, so the problem with my car was that every single time that I put down the brakes, there's this very high-pitched squeal. So I was like, okay, this is not a good sign. And I was really embarrassed to take it in, because I know that if it gets to that point, that's the point where the mechanic is going to pull out the brake pads and show them to me and be like, why have you been driving a death trap around, ma'am? Why didn't you come in a year ago? But, uh-oh, did the stream freeze? I'm not sure. Hopefully not. It looks to me like it might be frozen. We lost connection last time, so it might be happening again. Let me see. Ah! Gotta put my phone on silent. That is so weird. Okay, yeah, I can see, yeah, the chat box is offline, but you guys are still here. Okay. Maybe I'll just look at chat on my phone then, because I don't know how to reconnect it. Anyway. Was embarrassed to get my car fixed, but thankfully the guy was super nice. And I was also scared that they were going to try to take advantage of me and like tell me that I needed more things fixed than I actually did, but thankfully he like walked me through it and visually showed me the things that needed fixing. And knowing nothing about cars, I could look at what he was showing me and be like, oh yeah, that looks very bad. So anyways, now my car's all fixed and I can take Eddie to daycare all by myself. Hi Bella Bobella, welcome. I'm glad you're watching while cleaning. That's fun. I hope that it goes well for you. I got a read from Fluff Goblin. I did miss that. Thanks for letting me know, Tobias. Thank you so much, Fluff Goblin, and welcome. Oh, I think chat's back on. Phew, okay. That would suck if I had to keep on checking my phone. Welcome to anybody here that is new. Oh, I'm gonna go to the gaming screen so you guys can see the Animal Crossing. Maybe we'll do more Happy Home Designer. Maybe we'll just wander around. Hi, Fluff Goblin. Thanks for hanging out. Glad to see you. Okay, and then my other life update for today. I've been trying to buy a house for a few months now. And it has been going very badly because I think the housing market is super crazy pretty much anywhere right now, but especially in California where I live, it has been completely insane, with like no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Who knows, like there can always be an unexpected crash, but from everybody I've talked to, it just kind of seems like, yeah, who knows, could keep going up indefinitely. So anyways, still trying to look into buying a house, even though it could potentially be a very stupid time to do it, just because of like my situation right now. I'm very ready to have one, but could very well not be in the cards, because every single place that I've tried to get, it's like, you know, obviously I don't have enough cash to buy a house. I'm taking out a huge loan. And there's so many rich people who can buy in this area that what keeps happening is I offer asking, and then somebody comes in and offers asking or above asking, but all cash. So, every single house. So it's like, okay, I can't compete with that, obviously. Yeah, but there's a certain house that I really, really fell in love with that I bid on a few days ago. They came back with a counter offer because me and somebody else both offered asking, and they're like, okay, come back with the best you can do. So I offered a bit more over asking, and my realtor gave them a deadline of 10 a.m. today to accept it. I didn't ask her to do that, but she just did. Didn't hear back from them all day. Just heard back from my realtor that they are waiting on somebody who's gonna fly down to see the place, and they're waiting on what they're gonna offer. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, if somebody's hopping on an airplane to look at this place, that doesn't bode well for little old Aaron. But anyway, yeah, like a lot of you guys are saying, this could be a very stupid time to buy a house, so maybe it not working out is making me very sad, but could be protecting me. Gonna move the mic so I can see the chat. Yeah, the chat keeps disconnecting. That's really weird. I've never had that happen before. So, sorry if I'm missing what you guys are saying. It's weird. Usually everything disconnects, but it's just you can still hear me, but I just can't hear you. Okay. Anyway, Leaf is here so infrequently, I want to take advantage of his presence to grab some, I don't know what, bushes maybe? I like bushes. Hi DJ dogs, welcome. Ooh, I've never seen those before, those are cute. Oh my gosh, why is the new subscriber text so huge? Every single time I stream on Twitch, I feel like I'm in a play that's like on opening night, and everything is still being like, what's the word? Troubleshot? But it's every single time. It never gets better. I haven't streamed that many times. Eventually. But maybe to honor Green Frog, I'm so grateful for their sub. Maybe we'll just like do it like, let's just do it like that on purpose. Thanks, Green Frog. Love you. Thank you so much for the sub. Green Frog 2021. Okay, alright, I'm sorry. I gotta take you back down. Okay. That looks alright, I think. Oh, new follower, Jojo Siwa. Thank you for the follow. Okay. I think that makes the stream so thrilling and unpredictable. That is such a kind way to put it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the sub, Slight Sounds. A sub for 2 months. Boy, oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna get 5. Everybody say hi to Slight. Okay. And then what's that? Can I buy a potato? I haven't done any crops yet. Do any of you Animal Crossing players do crops? Yes, I've definitely got to get bulk potatoes. Is it just for show, or do you people like do crops for profit purposes? Would you ever make a podcast? Definitely not. Thank you for thinking I could do that though. I have a really hard time just in general in life thinking of things to say. It's a lot easier when I have like a chat to be constantly responding to, but with a podcast, or I guess, you know, people usually have guests on. The only way I could make a podcast work if it was like Armchair Expert, where every single time I'm bringing on a guest and like they're the star of the show. It's just my job to ask them questions and like they lead everything. I could do that. But one of those podcasts where it's like the podcast person is the star of the show, no. That was, oh my god, I feel like I especially since the pandemic, talk to people so infrequently. I'm not confronted very often with how bad I am at conversation. And the other day when I had to, there was lots of awkward silences with the mechanic because he was like, would call somebody and then be like, okay, we've got to wait to hear back from them. I'm going to wait for a call from them to let them know like when the part will be in or whatever. And I was like, okay. So you're just sitting there in silence for minutes at a time. And I was like, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? And I asked some dumb question like, I think at this point in the conversation, I didn't know he was going to have to go like drive somewhere else to get a part. And it was one of, I don't know if you guys know, but you can these days call a mechanic to come to you, and they like come to you in their little van. So I did that because I was scared to like drive my car even to the mechanic with how bad of shape my brakes were in. Anyway, he came in this car and I asked him like, oh, do you have everything you need to fix the car like in there, or are you gonna have to like drive somewhere to go get it? And he was like, how could I possibly have everything I need to repair every single problem on every single model of car in this car? Like I would have to arrive to every job in a cargo train. I was like, and he didn't say it in a mean way, but it's just a stupid question. I didn't know. I don't know what you need to fix a car. I thought you could just get in, dive in there with a little screwdriver and a wrench and just ding 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 ding. Nope. I can hear the crisis in your voice, yeah. 1 minute whispering redeemed. Okay. Here we go. How many years do you had your car before a checkout? My car is from 2013, but let me see if I can turn down Animal Crossing so that it's not so quite overwhelming with the whispering. My car is from 2013, but it didn't become my car until a couple of years ago when my dad wanted to get a Tesla and he was just gonna get rid of it. And he was like, do you want it? I was like, yes, of course I do. So I've only had it for a couple years, and the last time I got it checked out was last fall, and they ruined it. I took it to a Jiffy Lube for an oil change, and they newbie got confused, but instead of opening up the oil, they opened up the transmission and all the transmission fluid dumped out, but they didn't tell me that. And so I drove it away, and immediately as I'm driving away, the car's like jerking and shaking and making all these horrible noises it had never made before. It's like, what the hell? So I looped back around. I was like, can you look again? Like, something's really wrong. And they were like, no, everything's fine. We didn't do anything. I was like, what the hell? So I took it to a different mechanic, and they were like, yeah, you're gonna need a new transmission because they fucked your transmission. So yeah, that was the last time I got my car checked out, and I would have been scared even before that, but that experience has made me doubly scared to get my car looked at by anyone. Anyway, okay, wait, I want to go to work. Is that not an option? How do I go to work? I'm confused. I thought that the way that I play Happy Home Designer is by talking to him. Okay, well, I think that's probably about a minute of whispering, but I feel bad that whispering should be relaxing, and that was not a fun story. Weird. Okay. They should have reimbursed you. So yeah, when I went to the second mechanic, they were like, you need to go back to Jiffy Lube and like demand that they give you a refund, or pay for your transmission to be replaced. And I wish I could be that person, but I am not. I was way too scared to do that. I was just like, no. The extreme amount of pain it would cause me to go to a place and demand a refund is worse to me than the price of just like fixing it myself, which I know is not how you should be. And if I had a child, I would teach them to absolutely not be that way. But unfortunately for now, I am that way. Gotta work on it. Why have I like lost the ability to play Happy Home Designer? We did it like yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, conflict avoidance is the worst. Yeah, see guys, here's what we did. Oh, it wasn't yesterday. It was 4 days ago. Jeez. All right. I'm gonna have to hit up Google. All right. Why is go to work not an option at the airport? I should specify Animal Crossing. Yes, Reddit. Oh, wait. It is only... Well, this person on Reddit said they had that problem, that it spontaneously fixed itself. There's a glitch then. I'm only able to get there through Harv's Island. Well, then let's go to Harv's Island and see if we can do that. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Alright, so I've given you guys all of my life updates for the day. What's going on with you? Anybody have any life updates they'd like to share with the class? Chat is frozen again for me. God damn it. I always think that you guys are like just being shy, but no, it's that it's frozen. I completely quit Genshin Impact. I both kind of like lost interest, and then also it's like I was playing it so heavily while I was with Chris that unfortunately it's like it's just too much of a like, oh yeah, now it's there. Okay, cool. I swear it wasn't there before. It wasn't just that I didn't notice. It really wasn't there, I promise. Well, I'm glad that it's spontaneously fixed itself just like it did for this person on Reddit. I don't know. Let's just say I got bored of Genshin. I don't want to say like, Chris tarnished it for me, because I don't know. I love boba. Big boba fan. What boba do you guys like to get? I like taro milk. Taro milk? You're getting wisdom teeth out soon? I'm so sorry, Razzleberry. I hope it goes well. I hope that you get fun, loopy. When I got my wisdom teeth out, apparently I was really, really distressed that the family dog wasn't there. Her name was Harley, and I woke up from surgery and just started crying and was like, "Where's Harley? Where is she? What'd you do with her? Why isn't she here?" My mom was like, "Honey, we're at the orthodontist. Why would our dog be here?" And I also, like, I had a big strap around my chin, and I thought it was a ripoff that they didn't also give my mom one, and so I was like asking the nurse, like, "Where's my mom's? Did you forgot to give my mom her chin strap? Are you kidding me? You guys need to get it together." Got my booster yesterday and feeling good somehow today. Congrats on getting your booster. Yeah, it's crazy what wildly different effects it has on different people. I've heard the gamut of how miserable people can be. And yeah, I felt totally fine too. I was almost scared that they accidentally didn't give it to me because I felt so normal. Got back from vacation. Fun. Oh no, your boyfriend got COVID. I'm so sorry. I really hope you stay negative. Day 5 asymptomatic COVID? No. Scary chest pains. Oh my gosh, Scarlett. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that goes away. Matcha boba, yummy. Coconut jellies are delicious. I'm loving seeing everybody's boba orders. I want to like screenshot this and try all of these. Good morning, Johnny. Thank you for the sub. Oh my god, Bella, that's terrifying. Okay, sorry, it took me a minute to, I got pretty behind on the chat. Oh. Somebody asked if I'm still interested in Babblebrook or if it's kind of on the back burner for now. I'm interested in being interested in it. I really miss loving making those and having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, it just kind of feels like over time it became less fun and more stressful. I've kind of talked about it before. I don't mean to like harp on it for you guys who have heard me talk about it before, but yeah, it just kind of felt like at the beginning when there weren't these people who loved it and expected it and were like really, really wanting more. It was easier for it to just be sort of like fun and low pressure, whereas now it just feels like I already am a perfectionist, and for people to like love them so much and wait for them so with such anticipation, it just is like paralyzing, and makes it really hard for me to make them, unfortunately. But I still want to keep trying to, because that's like my favorite thing, is like setting up those really elaborate sets and like the costumes and the makeup and everything. But I just like wish that I would have never started making it so like plot oriented, because I feel like that's what is holding me back right now, is just feeling like, people are like invested in this story that I just never really expected to do or really knew where it was going to go, and people are like, oh, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I'm like, I don't know what should happen next. And I feel like now I can't really go back to it just being a chill, like, here's a witch and she's like, oh, I have this, it's magic. Oh, I have this, it's magic. I have this, it's magic. And I kind of just wish I could go back to doing that instead of like this whole big dramatic storyline that I just don't really know what to do with. But yeah. Dear Roamer, I like that idea. And that's why I really wish I could have a house, because I would love to have a yard, both for Eddie's sake and for the sake of I miss filming videos outside. I always really liked doing that. So, oh, thanks, Scarlett. I'm sorry about your terrible turnip luck. Oh my gosh. Okay, don't worry, Star Wars messed up their story. I'm sure you'll be fine. That actually really does make me feel so much better whenever I see really mainstream stuff be really bad, like how terribly Game of Thrones ended. Not that I aspired to do that, but it's just comforting that I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And then you see these like billion-dollar productions where, oh, they don't either? Ah, okay. Still want to try my best, but that's a bit of comfort there. Thanks for the cheer, Kyle. Okay, I'm having trouble with everything. I just want to change to my work uniform. How do I do that? Change clothes. But I thought I could have like a preset work uniform and just like change into that. Tell Lottie you want to work. Thanks, guys. I'm ready to work. Hi Zimmer, welcome. Thank you so much for the cheer, Misk Misk. Okay, and yeah, that's a really good point, that I really don't have to worry about it too much if people are going to be falling asleep to them anyway. I will never not tear up every time I see Wardell. Yeah, he's adorable. Oh, I'm already in my uniform. I don't understand how there's so many streamers who seem to so seamlessly multitask. Like, oh my goodness. I just get so confused so easily. Alright, let's see whose house we will like to decorate. Riches, that could be fun. A sweet bat collection, that sounds like even more fun. Dolls, I don't know about that. Handicrafts, arcade, these are all pretty nice. Is that everybody? Okay, what do you guys think? I'm kind of intrigued by the bats. Riches or bats, I think. That's a good point, Bella. You guys just have such interesting things to say. I feel like maybe I shouldn't even game on stream. I should just like, plenty of people do that. There's a whole section just chatting. One of my favorite things anybody has ever said on stream was when I was time traveling on Animal Crossing and somebody was like, just chatting, more like just cheating. That sounds sporty. Ew, that is a good point. Rich as it is. Thank you for saving me, Taylor. That was a close one. Oh yeah, bats like bats or bats like bats? Cause I was thinking little cutie pies, not sports. Baseball bats, shit. Okay, yeah, thanks guys. That would have been, I would have had a bad time. Sports bats, Hi Moon Society, welcome. What about little bats holding even littler baseball bats? League team, I love it. That's the dream. My pretentious palace from Pudge. Oh my goodness, okay. Is Pudge a Bitcoin bro? Okay, well, this seems to, oh no, never mind. I saw the pillars on the map and I thought that would look palace-like, but with the vines on them, it looks a bit run down actually. So maybe an island would suit it more. Yeah, let's go with that. That's where wealthy little Pudge would live. Right on the seaside. My favorite Twilight movie is definitely the first one. What about you guys? I'm really bummed that after the first one they stopped doing the like really stormy gray-green color grading. Team Edward or Team Jacob? I don't know, neither. Edward, I guess. No, I'm gonna go back to neither, and I'm not saying that to be like, I'm not like other girls and Chloe, I don't know. I did not feel like Bella had much chemistry with either of them. I'm Team Bella, exactly. I'm Team Bella and what's the girl with the really short hair? Alice. I'm Team Bella and Alice. Or people always talk about that scene where Carlisle is tending to Bella's wounds and they're like, oh my god, why do Bella and Carlisle have more chemistry in these 3 seconds than her and Edward throughout the entire series? And it's true. Okay, let's just get these out of the way. Smush, smush, smush. This is the first time this community has hurt me? What are people saying? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that they're betraying you, Johnny. Bella and Ed's relationship is so toxic, it's shocking. For real, yeah. And it's really sad that that is for teenage girls, like when they think about like what they desperately want, what would feel most romantic, is that kind of relationship, unfortunately, that then in real life is extremely unhealthy. But when you're a teenage girl and you're extremely insecure, an older man being like life or death, ride or die obsessed with you, there's nothing more validating in the universe than that. So of course, if you're desperately insecure and are just like, yeah, that is the ultimate dream, is for somebody to make you feel like you are like pretty and worthy and all that. And in movie land, it's fine and he's not gonna be abusive or kill you. But in real life, a guy who treats you like that is probably gonna be abusive or kill you. So not so great for teenage girls to be shown that. I don't remember how to do this. How do I look at the furniture? I'm sorry, guys. Aha, okay. He's 107. What's he doing kicking around at high school? I went to the grocery store at like noon today, which I never do. And the grocery store by my house is within walking distance of a high school. And I never go around lunchtime. And I swear to God, there was 100 high schoolers in there. The lines were so long because it was all teenagers buying lunch there. And yeah, it like really puts into perspective how insane it is that there are so many adults that are attracted to teenagers, because it's just like I know it's not true of all of them. Like there's definitely teenagers who do look like adults, but Jesus, the vast majority of high schoolers, I'm only 24 and they look like babies. It's crazy. Thanks, Lucky Luke. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, every single time that I have to show, or not every single time, frequently when I have to show people my ID, they comment on how young I look. Like there was this elderly woman who once looked at my ID and she was like, "You're gonna have to get used to showing this thing for a long time." Oh yay, chat is back up on my computer. That is much easier than switching back and forth from my phone. Oh, and I also never turned the Animal Crossing audio back up. How is the audio level for you guys from the game? Louder, maybe? Would you like it? Audio's perfect. Thank you. Good to know. The most excruciating pain you ever felt? Let's see. I broke my arm when I was younger doing gymnastics. And this was before my parents owned cell phones. And what my mom would do was she would drop me off for gymnastics and then she would go for a run for like an hour or whatever it was. And then come back and pick me up. And I broke my arm like right at the beginning of that gymnastics class, and my coach did not think it was broken, and so she was like, "Yeah, just sit on the sidelines, we'll call your mom." But my mom did not have a phone to call, so I had to sit there with a broken arm for an hour while my mom was on that run, and then she came and took me to the doctor. But I guess sitting there for an hour with a broken arm isn't that crazy. Even if they take you to the hospital immediately, you're probably gonna have to sit there with a broken arm longer than that, especially these days. But yeah, that was not fun. Typical gymnastics coach, yeah. Yeah, like your arm could be on the ground and they'd be like, "Ah, stick it back on." The worst pain I felt is ads in the middle of ASMR vids. Fair. You know what is, oh, it makes me so mad every single time I upload a video, is you go to upload a video and you go to the monetization options for the settings you want from YouTube for like how many ads play and when and the type and all of that jazz. the options for ads before the video, mid-roll ads, and after the video are all checked yes and grayed out, so that while you're uploading the video and while you're doing the title and description, the settings, and everything while it's uploading, it is grayed out. You cannot change it. You have to wait until the video is completely uploaded, and then remember to go back into the settings, and then everything is not grayed out, and you can go make those changes and uncheck what it automatically made all the ads yes. Uncheck mid-roll ads, after video ads, all of that. And so I always forget to do that. You'd think I'd remember after this many times, but I always forget. And then I get comments like, got my eardrums blasted out by an ad. I'm like, oh, that wouldn't have happened if YouTube didn't gray it out while you're uploading it. And I know that they do that because they're counting on you forgetting, right? There's literally no other reason for that other than that they're counting on you forgetting to uncheck it. Blech. Disgusting. Yeah, it's just so skeevy. It's so skeevy. Oh no, Brandon, that does not sound fun. I have YouTube Premium and now I can never go back. Same. Yeah. Good luck with your literature class, Shymaine. Thanks for coming. As a firefighter, 2nd degree burns. Yeah, burns from what I've heard are the worst variety of pain. That's pretty. I like those walls. Do you watch any K-dramas? I don't, but I think TikTok thinks that I'm into them because I do get clips from them on my For You page quite a lot. And I have fun with those little clips. Are there any that you recommend? Hi, Squeaky Pasta. Welcome. That is pretty, but it doesn't really go with the walls. I don't really like any of the flooring options. Oh, but I think there's more than just the first page of the recommended ones, and then there's way more than that. That's pretty, and I think I think that goes with the walls, right? Crash Landing on You, I've definitely heard that one recommended. I delete TikTok every few days because it makes my brain feel bad. Yeah, it's terrifying how much it affects your attention span. Like, I just notice that it makes me so impatient with things that I should not be impatient with, you know, just trying to watch a regular TV episode or movie, and I'm like, why is it so slow paced? And it's not. It's just longer than 3 seconds. And that's, you know, obviously like the cliche thing to say is like, what's it doing to our children's brains? But yeah, for like the very soft, squishy children's brains being on TikTok for many hours a day, very scary to think what that is doing developmentally. Oh, Bella, I didn't finish reading all of what you said. I didn't realize you were doing recommendations. I thought you were talking about me, that my vibe is sweet and cute and not too cringe. I was like, oh. Thanks, I think. Hometown cha-cha-cha. Because this is my first life. Okay, I'm not gonna remember that, so let me take a picture. Thank you, Bella. It disappeared. Come back. There we go. Okay. Dialogue box. Yeah, you can upload clips from my streams. Just please don't, if something happens like, let's say accidentally I drop my what would be bad? My credit card. And you see my credit card information, or I don't know. Just please don't save anything that I could potentially be unhappy about But yeah, safe to assume most things I would not be unhappy about. I finally deleted TikTok last week after it sucked out every bit of humanity I had left in me. I wish I could do that. I don't think I could, which is a bad sign. Mitch, that's a very good point. One day we'll only be watching 30-second documentaries. Oh yeah, thanks Dialogue Box, that's all good. Yes, exactly, Squench Knight. Exactly that. Okay. Each home design while streaming is gonna take 5 hours minimum. Let's see. That's pretty. A harp, of course. Ooh, a bathtub. That's very luxe. But which one? I think the Taurus one is pretty cute. That goes with the harp. I'm out of coffee. Damn it. I always have my coffee with vanilla almond milk. But today, for the first time, I got vanilla honey almond milk. And it's pretty tasty. What would you guys do without these thrilling updates? Alright, very heavy gold theme we're going on with here. I like the chessboard. Oh, but not on the dresser. We need a table for that. I would do paintings, but the walls are already so decorated. Aw, thanks, Squeaky Pasta. Yeah, it's just a sweet little elephant. Okay, I've got to go in like 45 minutes. I have to keep my eye on the clock because it's easy to get so distracted streaming that I'm going to be late to pick Eddie up, and he's going to be sitting there like, Mommy, did you abandon me? Hello? And we can't have that. Okay, I want to get rid of this rug. That does not belong there. Remove. Yeah, Eddie seems to have really bad separation anxiety from me, except for when it comes to daycare. Like, I totally thought that it was gonna be like, I was gonna drop him off and he was gonna be like crying and jumping up on the fence, wanting to come back with me. Nope. As long as he's got other dogs to hang out with, he forgets that I exist. Very much a dog's dog. What if I put one of these knights like on either side of the entrance? They're like the security guards. They're the bouncers for, what's his name? This little guy. They're the bouncers for this little guy. That's perfect, iguanas. Thank you. And let's just, what if we just, I wish I could fill the bathtub with the money. That'll have to do. Happy Home Designer is so cool in theory, but in reality, I don't think I like this game. This is just like stresses me out and I feel like I'm very bad at it. don't know. I don't really... You would think with how much I love designing backdrops for videos that this would be easy for me, but when it comes to the like layout of items in an entire room, I don't know where the heck things should go. It is a perfectionist's bane, exactly. Like I just can't. In theory, I should be having fun, and I'm just not because I'm guilty of just pushing everything to the outside edges. I just feel like, you know how when you take an IQ test, they test you on the different types of intelligence? Like, I don't know what they are, but there's questions that are like, have to do with spatial awareness, like being able to reconfigure things in your mind, or all types of different intelligence. People who are like interior designers for a living, or maybe not for a living, but they're just good at that, like configuring things in ways that are not just pushing everything to the edge, that look good and not busy and crazy. I swear that is like, they've got a high IQ in a certain area that I do not have. I think it's such a cool skill, and I'm very jealous. Yeah, just another Tasha. I totally agree. I really wish that it was more like in The Sims. Like I feel like The Sims is especially if you're using custom content, a lot of ways to design things to look really good, very close together, overlapping, looks natural. Spatial, interpersonal, logical, naturalistic. What's naturalistic? Linguistic. Huh. Interesting. The temperature where I am is like in the 60s or 70s. What about you guys? Move objects is a lifesaver, yeah. Yeah, with cheats. I said with custom content with cheats, yeah, also is more important. Like science and nature, okay. Yeah. Use angles to your advantage, definitely. And also I feel like when I look on Pinterest and look for Animal Crossing inspiration images, I feel like a lot of times people put, like, it is a gorgeous design that's better than anything I could ever do, but just like the photo filters they put on it takes it to that next level of looking really gorgeous and majestic. 30s, 20s? When I'm looking at the housing prices around here and I think that it is so absurd, I forget how spoiled I am that I grew up here and that the weather's so beautiful year-round. And yeah, of course, people would be willing to pay quite the premium to live somewhere where you don't have to deal with the pain of winter. Oh, but yeah, I wonder how many of you guys are saying in Celsius. Probably not many. I think most of you guys are US. I'm miserable. I just don't. Wow. Okay, is that facing the right way? Yes. Okay. Please don't judge me. I know. The safe is hidden completely behind that plant. No robber would ever find it there. Completely obscured. 26 Fahrenheit in New York. Oh. Jeez Louise. I want to get rid of that bathtub. That's not working for me. Okay, what if we put a table in the middle of the room? I'm so stressed about when my realtor's gonna call me, and I feel like I'm like, it's foolish of me that I'm still holding out hope that she's gonna call me and be like, you got the place. I feel like I should start my mourning process now, like not get my hopes up, but I still just really want it so bad. It's got such a huge yard that has so much potential to do a lot with, and there's no homeowners association. which is really rare to find around here. And oh my god, I would love so much to not have to run by all these little changes with all these old people. And have to pay for it every month, obviously. And the people in the neighborhood were really nice. When I was touring the house, we were looking at, I think they were like passion fruits were growing in front of the house, and me and the realtor were looking at them. And then this woman getting her mail across the street is like, "Those are passion fruits. They're not ripe yet, though." And we're like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And she runs over and starts talking to us. She's like, "I live across the street. My kids go to college here and here. Are you going to move in?" And I was like, "I don't know. I hope so." And she was like, "What do you do?" And I said, "I work online." And we just kind of were looking at each other after that. She was just kind of like staring at me, waiting for me to elaborate, but I didn't want to explain ASMR to her. But then I was like, wait, no, she's probably going to think I do porn. So then I was like, have you ever heard of ASMR? And she said no. And I just said, oh, well, they're like relaxing videos that help people sleep. And she asked me for my channel name and was like, okay, I'm going to tell my kids about your channel. And I was like, ah! So it like kind of makes me want to live there because she was so sweet. I'd love to live in a nice neighborhood, but it makes me not want to live there because now my whole family has looked at my channel. Ow. Say you're a Twitch streamer? That's a good idea. It would be kind of weird though if they looked at my Twitch and I only have like, I don't know how many followers I have, but clearly not enough to make a living off of. But probably most people don't really know. I hate it when people ask me what I do for a living. It's always awkward. It's become less awkward over time as more people know what ASMR is, but I still hate it. I wish that wasn't such a common question to ask people. You didn't say a good Twitch streamer, yeah. She's gonna dox you with the nicest intentions. That's so true, yeah. That is scary. That's a really good reason that I shouldn't tell people what I do in my exact channel name, because they could very unintentionally put me in a lot of danger. I once had, it wasn't like the FBI, but it was like, was it the LAPD? I don't know. It was some sort of like FBI-ish department but for Los Angeles. I sound so stupid right now. Once called me and told me that there was a stalker who every single day was ringing the doorbell, banging on the door of this house in Los Angeles, that it was just this couple with a small kid who he for some reason thought that I lived there and was like leaving letters and flowers and like stalking their house and stalking them every single day, demanding to talk to me. And they were just like, "We don't know who that is. Like, who are you talking about? Please leave us alone." And they got the police involved, and I guess eventually the police were able to get him to go away, I hope. But yeah, they called me about it, and I was like, okay, well, thank God that that's not my real address. I don't know why he thought it was, but that is so scary that I feel like no matter how much you try to like ask the white pages or wherever to take down your address, anybody who wants to find out where you live, I feel like pretty much can. So I don't know, even though you hear about if you have a gun in the home, it's more likely to be used against you than in your favor. It is the type of thing that it's like, should I get a gun? Like, what? Especially if I'm gonna be moving into a house as opposed to an apartment complex. It's not like Eddie's gonna protect me. It's a little teddy bear. I can't see you with a gun. Yeah, me neither. Hi, Geometry. Welcome. Oh yeah, I forgot I wanted one of these on either side of the door. And then a table. Ooh, lots of yummy food items. But no, I need to keep my eye on the prize. We're looking for a good table. Oh, is that the section it would be in? I don't know. None of these tables are fancy. Nah, yeah, no, these tables are not cutting it, you guys. What am I supposed to do? Maybe we just leave the chessboard on the ground. Can't believe I'm saying this. Maybe we'll just have to resort to an unfancy table. Oh, that's kind of nice. Good enough. Yeah, how do I customize? X? Okay, thank you. Yes, much better. I like berry red, I think. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, good. Oh, actually, maybe that in gold. There's a degree of fanciness in play now. How many houses have you decorated before? I think this is my 4th. I think. My most favorite movie ever? I don't know. I feel like there's movies I watch that kind of like blow me away, but I wouldn't want to watch again. And then there's movies that are more comfort movies that I just have such rewatchability. The movie I could rewatch the most times would definitely be Howl's Moving Castle. But then movies that I've been like wowed by, I really liked Arrival. I always forget. I see it afterwards, I'm like, my life has changed, and then I can't remember them when people ask me. What about you guys? Yeah, it's hard to pick one. I really, really liked, oh Jesus, okay, it's called, like, Nocturnal Animals, I think? Nocturnal Animals? Yeah, it's a thriller that I watched a few months ago, and I really liked it. Oh, Interstellar definitely is a great one. And then what's the one with Natalie Portman where there's like a rainbow shimmery force field around this forbidden wilderness area where there's like weird misformed things happening? Annihilation. Thank you for getting it from that description. I feel like I don't know. Okay. You know how there's games where you like Heads Up where you have to just there's games where you have to get your friends to guess a word without using a certain list of really, really important words to describe what you're talking about. When I'm just talking normally, I feel like sometimes I describe things as if I'm playing that game, as if there's certain words I'm not allowed to use, but I am allowed to use them. I just can't think of any of them. Okay, let's go to the vegetables and then get rid of that one. Hannah, that's funny. Yeah, I saw a lot of people were really into Oscar Isaac in Dune. Dune was another one I really liked. Did you guys like Dune? Definitely mixed reviews. I did not like Dune. Also took place on a bad first date. Damn, double whammy. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know there's an upcoming Downton Abbey movie. That's exciting. I loved Dune. The bagpipes. I heard a lot of people making fun of how Dune was like a 3-hour-long perfume commercial. Too much exposition, yeah. Dune made me obsessed with Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet, I know that he's kind of like the it guy to have a crush on right now. And I feel like when I look at him, I don't feel necessarily like attracted to him, but he is legitimately painful for me to look at just because I feel like I want to be him. I want to look like him. I don't know why. It's just like legitimately, like I was gonna see the French Dispatch with my mom, and she told me Timothy Chalamet was in it. I was like, fuck, like legitimately disappointed and upset that he was in it, because I was like, it's gonna make me sad. I'm gonna be sitting in the theater looking at that boy's face and getting depressed that it's not my face. That jawline could cut anything, yeah. The bicycle seat jawline, they say. He gives gender envy vibes. That's a good way to put it, yeah. Honestly, I don't see the big dealio with Timothy. I feel like anybody could say that about anybody who's ever considered super attractive. Like, I feel like that's common right now for people to say about Pete Davidson, or just like anybody that there's hype about. It feels like however many people are super hyped, there's an equal amount of people who are like, I don't see it. What's the big deal? Just because everybody has, you know, such a different type. People are into Pete Davidson. Yes, he has a very robust fan club. There's definitely a market for boys who look like they're dying. Oh, we've got to have candlesticks. I always fall into the trap of making things too symmetrical. Okay, the candlesticks being on the seats is a little weird, but I don't know where else to put them. One of my, I saw on Reddit the other day, it was probably on Today I Fucked Up, and it was this guy saying that he and his friend, I guess, were walking around downtown, and he accidentally bumped into this woman who was walking her dog, and he like apologized to her, and they ended up making a bit of small talk, and he thought she was so funny and charming and pretty, and just kind of like immediately formed a crush on her on the spot. And then she went her off, and he was like, damn it, I should have asked for her number. And he went back over to his friend, and he was like, oh, wasn't she so cute? And he was like, dude, that was Salma Hayek. I don't know if he didn't know who she was at all, or just didn't recognize her, but very funny, just accidentally developed a crush on Salma Hayek spontaneously on the street. Kodama, same. Um, no way, Salma Hayek, and you don't know it's her. Yeah, she's like so famous and definitely has a distinctive look about her. But I think sometimes, like when you're so used to seeing only people on the red carpet or in movies when their hair done, makeup's done, they're wearing fancy clothes, just seeing them in a really casual context and you're not expecting to see a celebrity, maybe it would be easier than you think to not recognize someone. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I saw her, I would know no matter what. The Clark Kent effect, exactly. Yeah, makeup can change people a lot, and then also I think that just lighting and angles can really, really change your perception of how somebody looks. Like I feel like sometimes on, do you guys know Instagram versus reality on Reddit? Stuff from there ends up on the front page a lot, and some, like the point of the subreddit is to, you know, make people not so expect so much of their appearance and show, see, like a lot of the people you compare yourself to on the internet, it's really heavily edited and they don't look like that in real life. And a lot of the pictures are good examples of that, but I feel like a lot of times stuff that ends up on there that are like, see, here's what she looks like on her Instagram and here's how disgusting she looks in real life, is like, okay, the Instagram picture isn't that edited, it's just a good lighting and angle, and then that's just what people look like with a bad angle and shitty lighting. Like some people are lucky to be like supermodel level gorgeous where that's not the case, but I think most people they don't have to necessarily over edit their photos to look good sometimes and look a lot worse sometimes. Oh, that's funny, Rob. Once when I was in New York, I was in an elevator with Tim Gunn, and what's funny was it was at the Met. There's a like a fashion area of the Met, and it was on that elevator, which just feels like if you're gonna see Tim Gunn anywhere, like that feels like that's where he would belong, in an elevator in the fashion wing of the Met. Or wait, no, the Met. Yes, that is what it's called, the Metropolitan Museum of New York. Thank you for the follow, Kaylin. I wish we don't have room for it anymore, but I wish I would have put in a grand piano earlier on. I just feel like I need something for that last corner there. Yeah, I've been to the Met and I loved it so much. I someday would love to stay in a hotel right next door for a week and just go back to the Met all day, every day for a week straight, because I feel like I barely saw any of it. I did see the rooftop lounge. Yeah, it was beautiful. I do not play any instruments. My mom had me take piano lessons and clarinet lessons when I was a kid, but it was not something I ever enjoyed. Oh, thanks, Dialogue Box. That means a lot. I was feeling embarrassed about it. Thanks, Moth Violet. My day's going pretty good. How about you? I'm actually, maybe that's, I don't know. It's mostly going good. I'm terrified to hear back from my realtor that I probably did not get the house that I really want. But besides that, it's good. I'm gonna go pick up Eddie pretty soon, so it'll be nice to have him back around. I'm gonna watch the new episode of Euphoria. Yeah, how's your day going? Do you read books, Erin? Sometimes. Right now I'm reading Mordu by Alex Feby. Alex Feby? I'm not sure. I'm like halfway through and I really like it. It's one of those books where kind of like my qualifying requirement for a book, like whether or not I'm gonna buy it and successfully finish it, is if maybe like every 10 sentences there's a sentence where I'm like, oh, wow, that just sort of like it's just some sort of spark, like I'm just impressed, like how'd they think of that, or it's just worded in a really pleasant way to the point that it makes me want to like highlight it or cut it out or something. Because a lot of books don't do that for me, and it's just like that's what I like about reading, is just those sort of like sparky aha moments of like, ooh, maybe a birdcage would be good. Oh, I gotta go to the corner where I'm gonna put it. Okay. Heard lots of good things about Euphoria. Worth the watch? I don't know. It really depends what you like, because I think it's fun to watch if, like, when I was younger, I used to really like watching Skins. It's kind of like, you know how for, I don't know, maybe people in their 30s, Grey's Anatomy is a really juicy drama to watch. It's just like a really like juicy teenager-y drama. So it's like sex, drugs, gossip, shit. So it's like, it's not, you know, super. I think there's people who are sometimes looking for something a bit deeper, and it's not really that. But if just like the spiciness of it is enough for you, it's definitely fun to watch. And it's also very pretty, like especially this current season. They filmed on actual film, and it just is like very beautiful to look at. Yeah, I was obsessed with Skins too, especially Effie, of course. People in their 30s withered me. I am dust blowing on the wind. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just do like when I was in... I'm sorry. When I was a teenager, I feel like I'm just gonna stop. Effie, does your rave makeup ASMR? Oh my gosh, that would be fun. Yeah, geometry. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think that there's a lot of people who would definitely disagree with that. I heard all the Euphoria peens were fake, and I can't stop thinking about that costume designer. I heard that at least one of them was real, actually. I don't understand how they do that. Fake like CGI or fake like prosthetic? Like, do they just put like a prosthetic like sleeve over the actual penis? I don't understand. I do still play Final Fantasy. I'm working on Endwalker right now. I think I'm level 86 or 87. So I'm assuming I'll be level 90 when I finish Endwalker, right? So I'm kind of nearing the end-ish. I watched 2 episodes of Euphoria and it was too much for me. Fair. Yeah, it's very like, in your face. A cocksock. What? I mean, like, it sort of makes sense to me, but it also just kind of feels like, how is that any different than just it actually being your real penis? Like, doesn't that feel equally as, like, isn't it the same thing? I guess it isn't. I don't know. It just kind of feels like the same thing to me. And is it for like the comfortability of the actor, or is it for like TV rule purposes? Like they're not allowed to show a real one? Because it feels sort of like if like a female were to be topless and they were to put prosthetic fake nipples over her real nipples, it's just kind of like, what's the difference? I play in, I think it's called Siren? They blur the fake nipples on Drag Race? I've never noticed that. That's so funny. Maybe they had an artistic vision for the beans. Thank you so much, Keo Medina. Okay, I feel like this is done. One last peruse through everything to just see if there's any little touches I think could spruce it up. Not the sort of topic I expected here for Animal Crossing gameplay. Me neither. We just go where the wind takes us, you know? No topic is off limits, except for some topics that are probably off limits, you know? Can we put the golden toilet in the corner? Sure. I don't know if there's room for it anymore, but let's see. We can squeeze it in. What if it goes like right there? That way it's a little tucked away. There's a little bit of privacy. Yes. We just gotta scooch it. No, I don't want to sit on it. I want to scooch it. Oh my god, I flushed it. Okay, scooch. Nice. Thank you for the suggestion. I like it. Very nice. I always want more greenery, but I'm not sure if there's anywhere to put it. We'll make somewhere to put it. Yes, that is the mode I wanted. And I think we gotta get rid of that one. There's just not really anywhere for it. Oh, what about right there? Yeah, the flush sound effect was so loud. I hated that. And then I want to see if I can customize the pots that are holding the plants to be, you know, a little bit nicer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it's ASMR is inherently sexual, but I think it's like, I always forget what the number is, like rule 34, right? Like, is it 32, 37? Pretty sure it's rule 34. I think it's like that. Like, I think that you can make absolutely anything sexual. Because it's like, there could be a porn of, what's something that's very G-rated? I don't know, Snow White. And that doesn't mean that, like, you put on Snow White for your kids and then people are like, oh, you have them watch Snow White, that's sexual. And it's like, no, just like people sexualize everything. So ASMR isn't inherently sexual, but you can sexualize it. But I do think that that's not a completely fair comparison to make, because ASMR is incredibly intimate. Snow White isn't like an intimate experience to watch it. ASMR is intimate, and sex and intimacy are very, very closely tied together. Obviously, you can probably have sex without it being intimate, but maybe not. Maybe it's inherently part of it. I don't know. Yeah, it's particularly easy to sexualize. That's a good way to put it. But that doesn't mean that it inherently is. It's just easy to do. And I think also, I mean, this isn't a different point than it being intimate, but it's like, if you're watching a video, an ASMR video that you really like you are looking at this person's face, you like their face, you like their voice, and they are like comforting you, they're making you feel safe. I think people normally associate it with women, like women, if they feel safe with somebody, they need to feel safe with them in order to want to have sex with them, and them feeling safe makes them want to have sex with them. People usually say that about women, but it is, largely true of all genders. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're like feeling comforted by a person and like they're making you feel safe, then yeah, that's like a safer, more inviting place for your brain to start bringing sexual feelings into it than if you're watching Snow White. Snow White is not comforting you and tending to you and making you feel safe. I don't know. I don't have any really hot takes, but that's basically what I think about that. The ear licking and cleavage showing ASMR is what gives ASMR the sexual label. Yeah, but also, like, I don't know, GB doesn't do that, and plenty of people sexualize GB. Like, I think that sometimes when people are, like, innocent and pure seeming, that makes people want to sexualize them even more. Like, it's even more, like, forbidden and tantalizing and exciting to sexualize somebody who doesn't want to be and isn't putting that out there. So that's a weird, unfortunate thing. Speak for yourself about Snow White. My bad. You say it's not sexual, but Fash feels a bit of a bae. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, blind arsenic. That definitely is a bummer. I wish that was not the case. Okay, I think we've finished this off, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. It's ready. Thanks, Willow Trixie. Thank you. 8 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I better get going after we finish this up, because I've got to, like, grab my purse, put my shoes on and such. I can't believe that I've been streaming for an hour and a half. That really flew by. Yeah, Geometry, sure. Thank you for asking an interesting question. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's hard for me to think of things to talk about, so I always welcome any questions or suggestions from you guys. Oh my god, Emmy ASMR is here. Hi. Earlier today when I was driving, I got a notification that you started streaming, and I can't remember what the title was, but it was funny. It was something like, "Get over here, stinky." I don't remember, but it made me giggle when I was driving. I can't finish until I polish? Really? What do I need to polish? I was so busy reading the chat, I wasn't paying attention when they were like telling me what I needed to do. This is distressing. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention this time. What do I need to do, Pudge? I'm all done. Please let me go. I have a dog to pick up. Oh, it was L. Okay, I guess he's letting me be done now. Thanks, guys. I'll know for next time. Your bread is out of the oven now? Perfect timing, Aquarius. I hope that your bread came out perfectly. Money stack. You know what I just realized about the money being on the dresser? Never mind. Okay. Thank you guys so much for your support. I gotta take photos later because do I have time? I don't think I have time. Ah! I have time. Okay. Hi, Selkie. Okay, because the reason why I really want to take the time to do photos is because like my favorite part of this whole process is putting me and the client in matching outfits that match the design. So Eddie can wait. Eddie can wait an extra minute. Okay, but we gotta do sort of speed run fast round. Oh, a bathrobe would be pretty fitting, wouldn't it? But they're ugly colors that don't go with the house. Oh, maybe a brown one or a black one would be good. Did you ever get Lily to move in? I did. I'm so happy. My town is basically done just because Lily lives there now. The money on the dresser is savings. That's what it is, nothing else. Eddie thrashing about in grief. I really wish that the daycare I took him to had a, oh no! I guess I didn't save it. I wish they had a camera that we could tune into to see what the pups are up to. Okay, yeah, I had to do plus. The phone interview went great. It, man, there's so many things in my life that I just give myself so many unnecessary headaches over that I get so anxious about in advance, and then it's always fine. But yeah, he was super nice. I'm gonna go with a mustache, of course. What's in the safe if all the money's on the dresser? Great question. What do you guys think is in the safe? Okay. Please sit with me, thank you. Okay, and then how do I take the picture? Okay, like that, but what if I do an emotion? so stressful. I thought I killed us. I had a Thanos moment. Okay. I like the money is sort of like overlapping over me. I'm kind of peeking out from behind it. Aaron, your mod just called me a nerd. I'm suing. Did you deserve it? Were you being a nerd? Okay. Those are good enough, I guess. I'm pretty happy with those. I don't know how to exit the photo mode, of course. Of course I don't. Maybe I just need to talk to them. Okay, I'm sorry, Hungry Hearted. I'm sorry. Wake up, Aaron and Pudge NFTs just dropped. I really don't know how to exit this mode. What do I do? Oh, maybe I need to talk to them, but I can't while they're sitting down, so I'll try to move them. Let's see if that works. Yes, view. Okay. A long, hard day's work. Nice. Good night, Angus. Thanks for coming. Climbing vines? That sounds like fun. I didn't know that was something you can do. Okay, is there anything else I want to buy? I don't think so. The telephone's kind of cute, but I'm gonna save my Pokey. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I had a really great time talking with you guys. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and hopefully Eddie will be here. I bought more treats so that I can re-enable the Give Eddie a Treat channel reward, because that one is always so much fun for you, me, and Eddie. Right. I wish I had a stream schedule to tell you about, but I don't know. Forgive me. Love you, love you. Have a good rest of your day or night. Bye.